Can't make my eyebrows any bigger. Hello. Welcome. Happy Thursday. This is Midwinter Keening. I am North Shore DM. We together are the Superior Adventurers Guild. Greetings, my friends, my fans, I hope, maybe. People who randomly follow us and watch us for some reason. I thank you. And you over there in the corner, most of all. Welcome. This is our second episode. I'm very excited about this arc, or this whatever. I call it the loneliest farmstead in the north. Sometimes I call it the loneliest homestead in the north. And you get the picture. Yeah, wow, welcome. So, yeah, if you watched us last week, you noticed that we had some really cool art that we had put together from people who do really cool art for maps and stuff, and little token guys that were great and strangely, at least in my mind, indicative of everyone's character. That's going to continue tonight, but it won't continue for long. It won't continue for long because I have this. I have this to show you. It's somewhere. It's somewhere.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good.
That's really well done. I'm a give Hank the good there. That's wow. I am pleased in my heart, and the other parts of my anatomy that are warm and pleased, like the liver, sometimes the kidney.
My liver is very pleased today. So introduce yourselves, please, my friends.
Oh, hey, we're doing that too. I thought I was just reacting. I can react to what you just said.
Both. Do both, please.
Do it all. Do all the things.
Do it all. Do it all.
I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna
run the show for me
right now. No. Hi, I'm Michael. I'm playing Gunther, the ally of Thor, who was the handsomey blondie fellow you just saw in the art, and I'm stoked about everything except waking up in the night to the Draugr. That part's not cool, but we'll resolve that. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
I can't remember the order.
Amanda.
Oh, I go next. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yep. That's okay.
I have
We're
not
new at
seen
this.
the art, so.
Oh,
I
you
do not have
didn't?
an extra. No, I don't have an extra screen up.
Oh, good call.
So.
I'll get it to you. Who all hasn't seen it? Real quick. Show of hands. Who didn't see it?
I saw it.
Ashley, is your hand just perpetually up from the sun, or is that a raised hand?
It's currently up. You can see my face, but in about 5 minutes, the sun will go down.
But you did see the art.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will get it. I will get it to you.
My character was Paya, but that's okay.
Well, I'm Paya, and I'm the midwife.
Okay. I play Astrid, and I'm like a 18, 19-year-old cleric, Gopi of Maine, which is my fictional cult.
Ashley, we're getting a little bit of weird feedback from your mic, so you might want to look into that while we're finishing up the introductions. It's only when you're speaking. Okay, that brings us to me. I am playing Vidar Gormson, who is a ranger, and he is a member of Gorm's Rangers. He's the one on the far, I guess, left-hand side of the image. He's 15 years old. He's just a youngster, has a lot to learn about life, which I imagine will come quick with this crew. And he does have a special friend named Iceland, his snowy owl companion.
All right. Is it to me?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
It is.
All right. Sorry. Hi, everybody. My name's Andy. I play Stieg Egilson, first level Runewalker wizard. And in the picture, I'm the one with the spear that I haven't actually gotten yet.
He looks so good.
But I have
Borrow my
plans.
spear.
I have plans.
These character depictions are like almost exactly what I imagined in my head. It's amazing.
Yeah, they look great.
I forgot I have to grab one thing.
We
Go
can
ahead.
distract.
We're in awe of this
Yeah.
this artwork. I have it up on the screen actually covering your your spot, Chad.
Oh,
for the
that's
moment.
that's perfect.
So if you need to pick your nose or do anything, you can do
I'll
that
do
now.
it now. Mm. Yeah, funny story. He sent me the first one and it didn't have Gunder in it.
And we all
And
panicked.
I was like, oh, it's a little short. And then I looked through the email that I originally sent him and I copied Stig's description twice and did not copy in Gunder's description. I
Double
was like,
team.
oh, dude, this is amazing. It's my fault, but we are a hero short. Is it, can you add one more? And then I copied that in and he's like, oh, yeah, yeah. And then like legitimately like a half hour later, he's like, I crushed that out. Like, dude, you're a madman.
Oh, that is
Wow.
crazy.
Dude,
Fucking
he was like, I think it was like 4.25 or 4.75 hour. Like
Chad, do you want to
just-
mention who the artist is again? Because I think that part might have got cut off.
Oh,
earlier.
sure.
Some props. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's his name. He's called by many names: Hankrin Fernell, Brandish Gilhelm. I think his name is actually Brandon, perhaps. I'm never.
Oh my God, that's
I'm never
confusing.
really sure. Yeah, and that's not even all of it. There's like a weird school professor name that he sometimes uses, like a wizard. He's Runehammer Games. Long story short, he's Runehammer Games.
Mhm.
He writes great games like Index Card RPG, and some other things that we'll talk about briefly in our announcement section. And does amazing art. He does commissions. He does really fast. And sometimes when he says, I'm really only doing black and white right now, and then he shows you fucking color, and it blows your goddamn mind.
You pop it up one
Mhm.
more time.
Yep.
Yeah, I also put it in the Discord chat, Amanda, as well. Hopefully it loaded, I guess.
Yeah. It
Sometimes
did.
things are weird. Yeah, it's just it blows my mind. Hopefully
awesome.
everybody is happy with things. I think it looks great.
Mm.
Obviously there are some liberties.
Mm-hmm.
12.
Which were awesome.
No, you're the one with the sword and shield. Yeah, I don't. It's good.
Yeah.
You next to go.
All right. Well, hey, let's keep rolling. We got a game to get to. Let's talk about some announcements. And some shout outs and credits really quick. The battle maps that we will be using today, I created using assets from 2-Minute Tabletop. If you're in dire need of really awesome tokens and really cool art assets to build battle maps, world maps, if you use things like Wonder Draft and whatnot, 2-Minute Tabletop is a place for you to go. And I have built this map from there. We also use Inkarnate for the city map, which we may or may not get to. It's great. The game we're playing is Dungeons and Dragons. The campaign setting is Svilland by Dream Realm Storytellers. Check those dudes out. They do amazing stuff that I will hopefully sell to you in a very real and cool way with our story and our players doing awesome stuff. Dave, do you have anything that you would like to tell our friends, our viewers, about
Yes.
what may be coming up?
Yes, I do. So we have, tonight it's pretty exciting because we will be running a giveaway and we're super jazzed to be able to give away a set of dice. Chad, do you want to tell us a little bit about the dice real quick? And then I'll tell people how they can enter.
I'm gonna go ahead and spoil which dice it is. I'm just gonna grab one here. Let's see if this works.
Yep. Ooh, those are nice.
So folks in. Oh, there's a real leg on Twitch now. That's what I'm following. Okay, there we go. So this company is called Azure Forged. They're a local Duluth company. It's a local game store here in town called Dungeons End. Ultimately, they do not make these dice. They acquire them and for special purposes and pick the colors and all that kind of stuff and sell them, much in the way many of your favorite big dice sellers do. And so we want to support our local friends, and I personally love these dice. Not those ones. I mean, I like these ones specifically, but my favorite set of dice is one of their dice. It's awesome. So yeah, we're giving it away. So Dave, tell them how to do that. How do they get that, Dave?
So in order to do that, stick around. We right before we break, we're gonna announce what the keyword is to enter, and you'll be able to drop that keyword into the chat. And then at the end of the stream, we will randomly choose one of the people that are in that pool of candidates. And if you're still watching, you're still with us when we do the drawing, you get you win if you're the one that's name is drawn. So that's pretty simple.
And then we send it to you, and then you roll characters, and then glory.
Right. All 20s for your character.
All 20s. I want to talk about a thing that is very near and dear to my heart. Real quick, we have another show on this channel. It's called Roll Your Doom. On that show, we have reviewed and discussed cool methods, cool props for dungeon masters, ways to build stories. We've interviewed some really cool designers and artists and stuff. But this next episode, we're going beyond the stars, as a matter of fact, because next episode, the 10th of April. Wow, I'm bad with dates right now. It's been a long day. April 10th, we are going to be running, or rather, in solidarity with Runehammer Day. It's Rune. I don't know if it's really Runehammer Day, but it's the 5th year anniversary of Runehammer being a full-time Runehammer game guy, doing this thing full-time. It's amazing. We're going to be playing. Some people will be playing. I will be facilitating a game called Xeno Dead Zone, which is essentially, it's aliens. It's not Alien. It's definitely not Aliens 3. It sure as shit isn't Aliens versus Predator, but it is definitely Aliens. It's
like Alien Covenant.
There's going to be Space Marines. There's going to be perhaps some civilians. There's going to be acid spitting aliens hunting them down and killing a whole bunch of them. It's going to be great. I'm very excited. Even if it's just me and Dave, I'm very excited.
It'll be fun. I'm excited too.
Yeah. So, yeah, check that out. April 10th, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, give or take. It'll be fun. Yeah. Is there anything else? Does anybody have anything else they want to quick shout out, talk about, promo?
As always, fuck Nazis.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Michael.
The fuck Nazi disclaimer.
It is, yeah. It is possible that you will see some imagery that has been absconded by folks that we call Nazis, folks that subscribe to hate and some weird racial concepts that they do. Things like certain runes that have been used by like the SS and whatnot. We'll use them in the context of, Scandinavian people doing Scandinavian things way before those times of the Nazis. I will not be showing like a swastika. I do believe that is sadly too far gone. But just be warned, none of us here ascribe to any hate against folks for
true.
reasons, you know. We just want to play games and
Black
have
Lives
fun
Matter.
and tell stories. And some of those stories involve magic runes and Yggdrasil and stuff. So, yeah.
Sometimes some of the party members might use those runes to kill people. Like Stig.
We'll get there someday. Someday when Stieg. Oh wait, no, Stieg definitely lit a guy on fire.
He killed the guy with
Oh
fire.
man. All right. Hey, let me recap what happened last week, and then we'll jump into happy fun times. Okay. So last time here on Midwinter Keening, our adventurers, our folk, were approached by a young boy whose name was Enar. It turns out that his family had been attacked, his homestead had been attacked by some folks, some bandits perhaps, and he beckoned our heroes forth from the comfort of the inn in which they were enjoying warmth, because it is, of course, wintertime and it's cold up here in the north. When they arrived, they saw that someone was hauling a bound figure out of a house and trying to put them into a wagon. Our Gunder and Paya believed that negotiation was a good avenue, and indeed it wasn't a bad avenue. However, as things happen, knives were drawn, and someone really attempted to do some bad wrestling, and it didn't work out in his favor. Paya laid the smackdown on that guy and worked the mic. She's like a very small rock, the rock, you know. It was great. Stieg displayed magical talents of firebolt, lighting men on fire. Vidar executed a man with an arrow to the ear hole, and I guess you're right. That was harsh. You ended the short and beautiful life of a.
Oh wow! The pendulum just swung the other way.
Sorry, that was too far. Okay. Vidar killed a man. His first death, his first kill, which some of which was explored after the battle. Once the bandits were taken care of, they freed the young girl who was bound, whose name is Orny, and the party kind of rushed inside the farmstead to find out when what was happening with the people inside and offer aid. There were injured and bleeding parents and elderly people, grandparents, and they healed them because Paya has great skill as a healer, and searches of bodies happened. There may have been something that Astrid recognized about one of the men, who may be a man from a shady past that is only shady because I have used that word to describe it. But I literally mean like shade under a tree, where you can't always see everything. It's not like shady, like she's a bad guy. She's not a bad guy. But there's things that we don't know about her. There are depths. Things have happened in her past, and this man, who is now dead with an arrow in his ear hole, might be one of them. But we haven't delved into that. Other than my rambling just now, I'm bad at this. As all of this was happening, snow and wind rose, and everyone kind of sought shelter in the farm and bedded down where they could for the night. Vidar, however, having difficulty sleeping due to killing his first person and the turmoil that can bring in a young, impressionable boy, awoke in the night and noticed a figure outside the window in the snow, a curious figure that looked very much the same as one of the men that they had killed earlier, but this time his eyes not alight with the light of life, but the glowing blue icy life that comes later. And that's where we find ourselves, my friends. Vidar, you kind of wake and you see this. You see the outside through the window. You see the snow and the wind, and you see this kind of glowing pale light kind of start to fill the window, and you see this face of that man with a curious arrow in his ear, staring through, slack-jawed and hunger. What do you do, man? What do you do?
Vidar gets to his feet immediately, blinking his eyes as if to blink away a nightmare or some vision. Is the figure still at the window as he does that?
Oh yeah, it's still
Yeah,
there. It's
yeah.
not a nightmare, my friend, or it is, and except for the nightmare is now real.
Oh, so this is an episode of Elm Street. Got it.
Yep, it's
He,
worse. The map says you're fucked.
He pulls his sword and moves towards the window, and as he does, he kicks the boot of Gundar. There's something at the window. He kicks him, and then he moves to the next person and kicks their foot to rouse them from sleep. Is it a vision? Is it my nightmare?
Gundar,
Is this real?
Who is this? Who is the second? Who is the second person? you
Whoever
kicked?
would have been next in line. I don't know who it would be. Probably Astrid.
Actually, really quick. I just want to pause really quick. Could you put yourselves where you would have been sleeping in this house? If that is where you were sleeping, that is fine. There is another bed upstairs.
Hey, Ashley,
Yeah.
will you try disconnecting from the Discord chat and then reconnecting, because your audio is pretty bad. It's real crackly and grumpy.
It's a sad bear.
Yeah. Where is the window, Chad, on the map here that this
here.
creature is?
Let me ping.
Oh yeah, you can kind of. That's where you see it.
I suppose I do have. Hang on. Sorry for those of you who are viewing. I had some cat emergencies before this, and so I was not able to be as prepared as I would like. Where is my thing? Oh, he's so big.
oh good, he got giant in death.
Oh boy,
There.
that's terrifying.
Yep. There you go.
Okay.
You've got that guy.
So yeah, so I kicked Gundar and Astrid, and I will try to rouse all of them in sequence.
Okay.
Gundar hauls himself to his feet by his spear and just kind of bleary-eyed looks out the window and goes, "No, that is real.
It's him. It's the man I killed.
Not anymore.
What's going on over there?
Draugr."
What?
and just points at the window with his spear.
Steeg's up.
Yeah, as you are conversing, he puts a sword through the window and waves it about. Like,
Is it a glass window?
yeah, probably.
It is.
I don't know a lot about windows in weird times, but yeah, it's probably glass. Yeah,
Yeah, like that
Gunder-
wavy glass. Like the old school glass.
yeah, like
Gunder is just bellowing to get everyone upstairs.
Wake up!
Up.
Wake up! I'm trying to rouse the family.
yeah. You you rouse them. You're able to, excuse me, wake everybody from their slumber. As you are doing, so who else is doing what? So let's take this one at a time. So Stieg, you're rousing people.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see. Do you think we should get the family upstairs?
Yes.
That is what Gunder just yelled.
All right.
Gunder, what are you doing?
Gunder is putting himself between the window and everyone else with his spear pointed at the thing.
Okay. Where am I? Astrid.
All right, am I still crackly?
Yeah. Is your mic set correctly in Discord? The input source in your settings? Either that or try pulling the microphone closer to your face. I don't know.
It's like a clicking and buzzing noise, so I think it's not the distance from her mouth.
Yeah, it does.
Situation.
Yeah, it does seem to be coming on as soon as she talks. It's weird.
Chad, I'll
Yes,
tell
sir.
you this much. Vidar is gonna step back from the window.
Okay.
It almost sounds like the like a cord isn't plugged in all the way. It's kind of that sort of a buzzing.
Yeah.
All right, can you hear me now?
It's still really distorted.
Cord issue, yeah.
Is it plugged into a different port this time? By any chance?
Technical difficulties.
Technology, everyone.
Yeah.
It's not picking up your talking at all.
Let's do this. Let's do you want to take a quick break so we can get this figured out instead of
Sure. Yep. That's
Yeah.
that's the best idea. Let's take a quick 10. Let's get sorted. Please, everyone, stay with us. I promise not to kill them while you're not looking. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Yeah, exactly, Budagar. Yeah, exactly.
Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hello, we're back. We fixed the demons that have infested our equipment and exorcised them and sent them, I don't know, back to wherever they come from. So we're in a room. There's monsters outside. It's snowing. It's nighttime. People are sleeping. People are getting woken up. It's crazy. Stieg, you're waking people. Gunder, you are standing between people and the Draugr with your spear out. Vidar, you have moved back away from the window. Astrid, what would you like
Right.
to do?
So, when we went to sleep, did we like take off all of our armor and stuff like we were gonna go to sleep?
That's a good question. I will leave that up to you. Having slept in body armor before, I can tell you that second edition and first edition D&D got that shit wrong. It does not necessarily inhibit your wakefulness, at least when you're, living on caffeine and hate and like 20. Yeah, if you want to have slept in your armor, that's perfectly fine. But at the same time, if it would have made more sense for your character to not sleep in their armor, that's a decision I would like you to make.
I guess it depends. Like, I have medium hide armor.
Yeah.
So like, is that super uncomfortable? Like,
I'm gonna be honest, since I'm not necessarily sure what that is. I have some ideas of what like hide and like boiled leather armor may have actually been like, and it's probably not all that uncomfortable. Like it's made for people to be wearing around all day fighting in, so it's probably not super bad. Maybe if you were sleeping in it for like 7 nights a week and never showering and fighting, and then it would probably get weird. But I think for this point in time, it's not a problem if you want to have slept in it.
okay, I figure I'm in a strange house, and I'm not in a real bed, so I'll probably have slept in it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like your motorcycle jacket.
How was that rest considered a short or a long?
Yeah, we can consider that a short rest for those of you who have short rest refreshes. If anybody wants to have spent or needed to have spent hit dice, the one hit die that you have, you can do so. We can count that as a short rest.
Oh, level 1.
I have has spent his hit die, and
Ooh.
it's definitely keeping an eye on this thing. And also, he also slept in his chain shirt or chain halberd because they're actually not that uncomfortable. It turns out.
They're not.
Get padding.
Paya, please paint us a word picture about your activities at this moment, being woken up with Draugr, the undead.
Well, undead don't scare me. I'm
Oh?
not that like. Here, outside. I have patients that I'm going to help get upstairs, and
Okay.
there's a healthy young boy that I'm going to be like, hey, kid, help Grandpa up.
Which healthy young boy? The one who's sleeping upstairs?
The one who's sleeping upstairs, who had the axe and came in late, who ran all this way. The 11-year-old that brought us here in the first place.
Enoch.
He's exhausted, but he
Yeah.
pokes his head out.
Yeah.
What's happening?
As long as he can help spot Grandpa getting up the stairs, and maybe his mom and dad, like, they're hurt. Just, it's a narrow staircase. He can assist me in this.
It's a ladder.
A ladder.
It's a ladder.
Like,
Yeah, the ladder
people aren't-
is right here. Boop boop.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you can see it in the corner. You can also see it coincides with the trap door
Ladder
here
up there.
in the top.
Yep.
All right, so maybe the more injured ones won't be able to make it up there.
Let me roll for them. Oh yeah, they're good. I rolled a 16. That's good.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys can assist them. As I said, the Draugr, the guy, he broke the window and has a sword in his hand, and he's doing this. It's like a cat, when when it can't see you and it's sticking its hand out the hole in the cardboard. And you just hear this horrible, just like that sound. Just the wind and snow is kind of coming in the broken window. Yeah. You get the family upstairs. I'll move them upstairs. They're
I'm probably at the bottom of the stairs.
very scared.
Vidar
He's
is
not-
going to.
He's not that old.
Vidar's going to sheath his sword and
Probably my
pull
age,
out
but
his
he
bow.
Oh, he's older. He's like 60.
That's a really old grandpa. You should be a great grandpa at that age.
I mean, maybe he is. Maybe there's more kids we don't know about who have grown up and moved
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Astrid's going to pull out her long sword.
Oh.
and
Dave?
see if she can get a good look at them. Are they trying to get in through the window, or?
So this window isn't very large.
Sure.
You know, it's not like a porthole window, but it's definitely not like a. It's not like a big. It'd be like, if you think about like a window in like one of our homes in IRL, right? And it's kind of that double window. This is more like, this would be like half of that window, but it's a little higher up. So he's almost like, you know, it's like tits up, right? He's like, he can't really, and he's not super climby. He's undead.
At this point, Gunder's just going to say out loud, how many people died today?
I'm gonna run to the window and see if I can see
Well-
any other ones out there.
Well, I killed at least one.
The other one.
So
Watch the other entrances. At that point, with the people upstairs, Gunder's going to stab this fucking son.
Okay. Real quick, Dave, you had something.
Oh yeah, I mentioned that Vidar just sheathed his sword and pulled out his bow. He's gonna fling some arrows at it.
Okay.
glass.
Well, he
Or is
broke
there
the
no glass?
window.
Oh, okay.
He broke the window.
Oh, you must not have heard the. Hold on, just so people can remember.
Sound effects.
I love sound effects so much.
I put that one in special. That's why I asked if there was glass.
Stieg, give me a perception roll.
All right.
Disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, it's fucking dark outside.
Perception. Yeah, I suppose. I don't have dark vision or anything like that.
How dark is it inside?
It's not super well lit. It's this room would be considered dim. Like the fire is definitely, there's still a fire going. It's definitely banked. You know, enough to kind of keep everything warm, but not so much to necessarily like consume too much fuel.
Right.
And it's kind of from the center of this room. This is the kind of fireplace, cook place, all that kind of rolled into one. What was your total, Steak?
10.
10. Okay. Yeah, man. It's nighttime, right? It's dark. There's just snow. You have a hard time seeing anything other than kind of white and gray and black out the window. I'm gonna give Vidar a shot first with his arrow. If you want to take a shot, those of you who
Hell
want
yeah.
to attack this creature, this corruption.
Oh, I just rolled a natural 20.
Crit on this thing twice now.
There we go.
It's for a total of 27 to hit.
Whoa!
Yeah, I mean that totally hits. Yeah, for sure.
How do you do crits?
With your bow? Oh, it doubles the damage.
Yeah, just do double.
Damage dice.
Roll the dice twice.
Yeah, double dice, please.
Got it. Oh, all right. 11 plus 5, 15, 16 piercing.
16 piercing.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And in my notes, I'm gonna call this guy D1 minus 16.
He didn't know that this night he'd have to kill the man twice.
Yeah.
And
It wasn't.
stay dead.
It wasn't so instantaneous this time. There is a almost kind of woody thunk as your arrow sinks into his chest. But he is still very much hungrily reaching, kind of trying to get in, but not doing a great job at it. Gunder, I keep pointing. I apologize. I see people on my
Okay.
screen and I want to point at people, but it doesn't mean anything.
Mm-mm.
Really,
It's
does it
too much
hit?
like this is too much like a real table. Did somebody say they wanted to roll initiative?
Well, I was just wondering
Yeah.
because you were wondering about who would go next, and I was like, initiative is
All right, we
nice
can,
tool
we
for figuring
can
out
use
who goes
initiative. That makes sense.
next.
Give me, you're not wrong. Give me 1 sec here. Oh, yeah, sweet. There we go. Go ahead and roll initiative. Please do not call it out. Remember your number, and I will ask for you in turn.
Gunder, what's up?
Okay.
Oh, no.
Let's start
Yeah.
with
Oh my
Vito.
god. Oh my god.
Everybody but the Stig is gonna.
It's not good.
Let's start with
Not good.
let's start with Vidar. Vidar, what is your initiative?
7 total.
7. Wow. Astrid.
Or if you natural one, is it just 1?
Nope. You can still add your dexterity modifier to it. 2. Oofda. Paya.
Yeah.
8.
8. Stieg.
15.
Nice.
All right. Gunder.
4, 5.
5.
So low.
Like talking in the back, like, wow, your sword's really nice. Yeah. Wait, like, do you sharpen it? It was-
Mine. It's I got
We
it
were
from.
all trying to get everyone upstairs. So we had one person take the first shot, and now we're like, oh, this is a serious thing. We figured it would just be a 1 arrow and done.
Yeah,
Buckeye's there
that's
and traded again, and that didn't put it down. So
that's nuts. I don't know how I rolled initiative for all of you. That's amazing. I roll really bad initiatives. That's why I say that. Well, this creature is gonna go first. At 16. Kind of seeing those of you arrayed against him, he withdraws his hand, and you hear a loud kind of thumping as he is kind of bashing his pommel of his sword against the side of his against the side of the house, glaring at you in a taunting fashion. I would like Gunder, Vidar, and we'll say Astrid to please roll me a wisdom saving throw. Oh, hang on. Let's just do Vidar. I'm sorry. I asked for too many.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, just Vidar, please.
You got it.
Since you did, in fact, shoot it.
9.
Yes. You feel a strong this is kind of dumb. You feel a strong desire to attack this creature, so much so that any attacks that you would make on a creature other than this one would be at disadvantage.
He's taunting
Okay.
you.
Yeah, he is taunting you.
Focused.
He has that ability, taunt.
Your mother was a hamster.
He just called you a name.
It was which, as everyone
Very
knows, in the
offensive.
language of the undead, means your mom was a hamster.
Your
Wow.
father smelled of elderberries.
There you go.
Oh.
Let's see. Paya, you're kind of at the base of the stairs. You're finishing kind of helping the grandfather Orn up the stairs, or up the ladder, and you hear a loud clatter from the barn door out in this direction, as if perhaps someone is pounding on that door.
The horse.
So the horse is trying to get out.
The horse.
Yes, that's
Obviously.
obvious. Teague,
It's obviously
man.
a cow.
keeper of runes and mysteries, what would you like to do with yourself?
Is the I'm going. Oh God. I don't want to set this house on fire.
No.
That's a smart
No,
move.
you don't.
Towards
You do
the
not.
outside.
I'm gonna race over to this door and
Okay.
enlarge myself. Okay.
Wow. That's
become enormous.
pretty
I'll
impressive
just
for a
wait
first level ability.
And I'm gonna open. Is this locked?
No,
Okay.
it could be locked, but it is not generally locked. It has like a latch, which if you're a child is a lock.
Okay. So
Sometimes if you're a goat, it's a lock, but most of the time, no.
I'd like to open it up and see if there's anything in the barn.
Okay. Yeah, you open. It's dark in here, but you can see, kind of the shapes of the horse that you let in that had been pulling that cart. There are a number of other animals. There's like a cow, and some pigs and maybe a few goats too. In here, you hear the distinct chicken noise. Dave, do we have
Yeah, we do. We have a chicken. Everybody knows this is a chicken.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I
We
do.
have,
Forest chicken. Forest chicken.
we have the forest chicken. Yeah. Yep.
Norwegian forest chicken.
And but otherwise it's dark in here, but you do hear and you kind of are able to sense the movement of the door opposite you as something is pounding upon the door.
I'm just gonna yell that there's something trying to get in the barn.
Shoot it when it comes through.
All right, I'll hold here.
Barricade the door.
I will ready an action
Okay.
in case something breaks through before my next turn.
What is the action?
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna light the
Good
fucking house on fire.
No.
Let's shoot a
Just don't
fireball
miss
off.
it, you're fine.
I really can't hold an action then. I am going to just be prepared to like slam the door shut and lock it.
Barricade the door.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll barricade the door.
What would you like to barricade the door with?
Are there any like loose sticks or pieces of wood or anything I can use to like? I could check my pack.
Sure.
Give me
Use
a perception roll.
Are there beds and other furniture items?
Yeah. He's looking for sticks in
Ooh,
his
natural
pocket,
20.
and there's like a
Shit.
big bed there he can move over.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can see kind of vaguely in the light from the room that you're in, dim as it is. There are a number of crates of various goods, probably foodstuffs and stores that the family has. Kind of in the barn area before where the animals are. You can see the outline of a cart, in fact. You hear a voice actually from above a paya of Maya, the mother of the family. She says, yeah, please don't destroy our beds. We have some wood up here.
Don't burn our house down.
Perhaps that could that would help. We have some boards.
All right. Please pass them down.
They will on their turn.
Yep.
Yeah. Which I'll roll an initiative for them now. Okay, it's 7.
I feel like this is a very typical like Norwegian mom. Like, oh no, don't break any of the furniture. We
No.
don't care if we die. Just make sure that it's.
Don't break the furniture. And give those good boys some milk and cookies after you put them back in the grave, don't you know?
Who's next?
No,
I have
I mean
no idea.
Please, somebody else. Go.
our accents are so bad. It's so bad.
Oh,
So Stig, would you like to say that you are holding an action to receive perhaps boards from the upstairs
Yes.
when somebody hands them to you.
Yes.
Awesome. I like it. That was at 15. That brings us to to Paya at 8. Paya, what would you like to
Well,
do?
2 other people. Take your 8.
I will take my 8, and now I'm trying to decide what I'd want to do. I'm going to unsheath the sacks that I carry with me and the dagger. So I have my sacks in one hand and my dagger in the other. I don't necessarily know if I 2-arm fight necessarily, but at this point, just for style, I will have both. The dagger is in my non-dominant hand, just
So
in case that.
Ultimately, just so you know, everyone is able to do it. But unless you have a specific ability that says you can do it really good, with the offhand, you don't add your strength modifier or dex modifier to damage.
Perfect.
But you would need 2 attacks, wouldn't you?
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
You can use your main hand as your attack, and then a bonus. Anybody, full stop, can make a bonus action attack with their offhand weapon.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and then if you have a fighter class ability or the feat that says you can do it really good, then you can add the bonus to damage with the offhand weapon. Otherwise, main attack, bonus to damage, secondary attack, no bonus to damage.
Just straight damage.
Just the roll. Yep. Okay.
And so I've got them both. I'm going to kind of move over to like between the door and the window over here.
Okay.
Maybe peek out to see if I see anything
Out the window?
out the window.
Sure. Give me a disadvantaged perception roll, please.
Perception. Yeah, not good. That'd be a 5, so I guess I don't see anything, but I'm standing there, and I turn back to Vidar. And I
And?
tell him, may your heart and aim be true. And I send him Bardic Inspiration.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you. That's a D6, correct?
A D6 at this point. Yep, you get my 1 Bardic for the day.
Thank you.
I think that's come back in a short rest, so.
I didn't use it before my short rest.
Time to short rest if we survive this.
Big if. Big if.
Anything else?
And I ready an action at the door just in case, because a bonus action is to, Bardic is a bonus action. Something comes through the door or window, I will try to hit them. With my sacks.
You're sexy and you know it.
Jeez. Nice.
Chad, you have the look of a man concentrating.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out a way to keep track of this really well. So I'm going to add some weird tokens.
Oh boy.
And this is just so I can keep track of.
A horde.
No, the hit points for doors.
Oh.
Got about 350.
About 350.
They're stout doors, I know that. They really make them very reinforced in this region of Svilland. They're actually known for really strong doors that really hold up to,
Draugr.
things like undead,
Zombies.
animals,
Just
zombies,
You know,
that sort of
Part
thing.
of me wants to be like, don't invite them in. Whatever you do, just don't offer them an invitation.
Well, you were the one talking about cookies and milk, weren't you?
No!
You guys, are you
That was
guys
the mom. That was the mom. Very
That
different.
was the
Oh, yeah,
mom,
someone
and she was offering
ask-
us cookies and milk, not the undead.
Okay, I'm glad we clarified that.
Are you ready for this? Check this out.
Oh boy, I'm scared.
Oh wait, do you have one for the door that was
Boop.
fortified?
Look at that, huh?
There are numbers.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What about the door that was fortified? Or are we
Nobody's-
just protecting the barn door?
Nobody's fortified a door yet.
Oh, okay.
It is now 7. Unless you have anything else you want to do.
That'll do.
All right. Vidar.
I will take another shot at the zombie in the window. How much is that zombie in the window? I'm gonna use my. Remind me, bardic inspiration. And do I need to declare I'm gonna use it, or can I wait till I see the roll?
You can wait till you see the roll.
Okay. So
It's
here
pretty
we
much
go.
the best.
I'm gonna use it. Actually 19. I think that's probably good. I'm gonna hold off.
Yeah, that's
That
good.
hits.
Oh yeah.
All right,
for
so
sure.
D8. Oh yeah, that's gonna be 12 piercing damage.
Nice. Wow.
Not bad.
Sweet.
That's a lot of fucking damage you've done so far.
Not bad for the young pup.
All right. Wow. Nice.
Gunter had faith in Vither, and he's yet to be let down.
Appreciate
Okay. Yeah. You sink another arrow into his neck this time. And he kind of staggers back. His eyes kind of dim a bit. But then. Just like
that.
that.
Die already. He won't go down. He won't go down.
Steady.
Revive? Did he die
Steady.
and revive, or is he just like not
Oh,
dead yet?
what that was?
Yeah.
No, that was a good hit, and he was, but he wasn't dead yet.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Anything else, Vidar?
No.
No. All right. Stieg, the family upstairs, a couple of boards are kind of shoved through the opening at the top of the ladder. Here you go. Don't let those monsters in here.
I will try my best.
Don't let it kill my goat.
Do you want me to? Oh God. That zombie could get in the barn.
I mean, it could.
I'm gonna yell over to the rest. We need to protect the livestock.
No, we need to protect this room because they will get through. Barricade that door.
Okay.
Don't you let them kill my goat.
I will buy you another.
It's their house.
Goats
Let's-
are really expensive.
If they've
How
got
many,
goats
Yeah,
how many animals
goats-
are in the barn?
and a horse,
Let's see. There's say 2 horses now.
Wow.
Well, I mean, they're not like horses, right? They're like horses. 1 cow, 2 pigs,
Oh my God.
and like 4 goats
and the chickens.
and some chickens.
Yep. The forest chickens.
I will help you in the barn.
All right. I say we should go try to reinforce the barn door.
Here, take this too, and they hand down like a bucket of nails and a hammer.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Whatever
Yeah.
Stig would do, man. Act.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna take them and go out into the barn and try to make my way to the. I don't know how far I can get when it's
well,
not
you
my
can't
turn.
because it's not your
Yeah,
turn anymore.
it's
But you
reaction.
can accept it. Yeah, you accept it, and
I'm
you're
gonna
ready
take
to
those
go.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Gunder, number 5.
Gunther just kind of shakes his head. Foolishness. Takes the spear and kind of chucks it long ways over the fire so it kind of lands over there. And just kind of yells, Stig, spear behind you if you need. Pulls his longsword, which is actually a single-edged Norwegian variant of the longsword that I actually looked up in history. It's cool. But it's a longsword. It's just fun looking. And it's going to stab the hell out of this zombie.
Awesome. Let's see it.
19.
Nice. Yeah, totally.
Got both hands on it because he didn't grab the shield. So D10, here we go. That's 13
Ooh.
damage.
Ooh, how much damage? 13? Let's
Nice.
see. Let me do some
Wait,
quick
so
math
you're
here.
still like through like a little window, right? So you're just like
Yeah, he's like, ah.
Die.
Yeah, yeah. 13. Carry the 1.
Hard to use a longsword.
I've got a couple behind me. I can show you how to.
No,
No, we don't need
I've,
object lessons, you son of a
I've
bitch.
done recreational combat. It's
Um,
Like, oh yeah.
yeah, you stab at it. It doesn't like it. It's definitely moving slower than it was. But it is trudging on in its undeath. It doesn't like you. Astrid, it is now your turn, finally. I'm sorry. I shouldn't rub it in, but how does it feel down here at the bottom? I'm sorry. I'm a bad man.
I'm gonna go. All right. So, all right. Are there any enemies that I can see and possibly get at? Like we only see like through the one little window, and there's already
Yeah.
a sword in there, and someone shooting arrows through it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a table in the way too. I mean, you could probably work your way and get at it if you wanted to. But it's going to be tight in there for sure.
Can I see the monster?
You can see him. Yeah.
Can I do like a check to see like what kind of monster it is? Like, do I understand what has happened to this previously dead person?
Oh, that's
like
that's good.
Like a wisdom check or
Yeah, let's why don't we do I would allow either history or arcana, I think. Would
history it is.
would work.
All right. Okay, so I rolled 20. All right, so 15 plus
Nice.
21.
21. Fuck. Yeah. Fantastic.
I'm smart.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you obviously as a Gothi, you are familiar with the concept of Draugr, right? Of the undead, of those who have come back. They're not necessarily a super common occurrence. For many people across Svilland, it's really kind of it's like, oh, we do these things in these ways when we bury your uncle because we don't want to come back as a Draugr, since you can't keep your hand out of the fucking cookie jar, that kind of boogeyman type stuff, right?
Okay.
But also, as a Gothi and as a student of history, as a smart person, that specifically kind of the color that you can see coming from this thing's eyes tells of the power of the so-called Black Winter, which through history is what brought those of you who call yourselves Svillanders here to this place. Your ancestors had actually come from a different place and settled here, and there were other people that lived here, and some of them still live here, and some of them in prime fashion you have killed and murdered and driven off, and this is your land now. But this
Whoa.
Black Winter is both an elemental force, as in the seasons, but it is also a strangely arcane and what the fuck is the word? What's the opposite of benevolent?
Malevolent.
A malevolent force. Thank you. Like uncharacterized by personification. It's not a god. It's not a being. It is just this force, this power of unending winter. And it turns out, the raising of the fucking dead.
Did you say black winter or dark winter?
I did say black winter.
Okay. All right. Then I'm going to say this is black winter, and then I am going to, let's see, where am I? I'm gonna move like over here, which is right behind Gundar, and I am going to tap him on the back, and that's gonna give him. Oh, actually, I don't know if we could do this in combat or not, but
What is it?
guidance. Can you do guidance in combat?
Oh, yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna give him guidance, because I got so many zeros. All the 0 level of times to cast cantrips.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
And what does guidance give us for those
Okay.
of you like me who don't remember?
It's fine. All right. It is my action. It is touch. Lasts for 1 minute. You touch a willing creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice. So, you can roll before or after making your ability check, and then the spell is done.
Okay. Awesome. So, Michael, note that. That's you.
It's so
You have that
noted.
power. You have that power. You feel a shining.
D4.
You feel a shining warmth kind of flow from her touch, which strangely also feels like a very bad stab wound. That is the duality, that is the power of Balder. It is yes and it is no.
I heal people with electrocution. It's fine. I get it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Like, maybe I rubbed my feet on the ground and I like shocked him when I did.
He accepts that blessing happily.
You didn't take any damage, but ow!
Okay, top of the order. That's me. Oh, that's me. That's
He's
me.
so happy.
I am. Gunder, you are in range of this fellow and his sword. He would like to attack you through the window. I'm gonna roll disadvantage because it's kind of fucking awkward. Oh wow, yeah. I'm guessing a 8 does not hit you.
If it hits me, I'm dead.
Oh wow, that was easy.
I'm kidding. Miss.
Oh,
Not true.
All right. And then
Can't lose you. We can't lose you, Gunder.
I know.
You-
I'm feeling left right now.
you hear another loud clatter at the back door. Oh yeah, there we go.
Barn door?
Yeah. Oh yes, that's a barn door. And yeah. You also hear another clatter. Paya, very loud, very close to your head. You hear the bite of a sharp object dig into this door. Is this door right next to you? Oh no. There we go. I can't click on it. Rattles very close to you. And you hear a growl from outside, very similar to this guy.
Okay.
Yes. Stieg. Hello. You have an armful now of, well, not an armful, but you have a number of boards. You have a bucket of nails. You have a hammer.
Okay, would it cost an action to go and pick up that spear that Gunnar gave me?
No.
You know what?
I'll say you can. I'll say you can grab it. It's an easy reach. It'll be awkward.
Yeah, I already have my arms full. I figured I'd just reach down, grab it, and tromp out the door here.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm grabbing it. I'm gonna go out into the barn.
Yeah.
I assume I can get all the way over there. With my movement?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna try to start barring the door.
Okay.
I'm just gonna drop the spear.
Yep.
And start.
You
trying
kind
to
of
put the wood
plant
up.
it.
Yeah.
Plant it. Yeah. Why don't let's call it like maybe let's make a roll. Let's do like a strength athletics if you have it, or just a strength roll.
I'm so good at those as a wizard. You don't even know.
I mean, some of us as wizards are very good at those.
Yeah.
Yo, motherfucker.
A 2.
Tenok.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah. You.
With hammer a little bit, like not enough to cause damage, but like, oh, like hasn't quite gotten it, so like,
Yeah.
oh,
It is dark. It's hard to see. You don't have a light. As is, I think for maybe not for necessarily for you, Andy, since you are in fact playing a human in our other game. But yeah, we are all very much aware that nobody has dark vision. It's dark. You're pounding. It's not great. You are not convinced of your greatness in this case. You are like, yes, this is not good. It's hard to see. I'm not gonna like make you think it's good and then have it be bad. Like
Right.
that's dumb.
Yeah.
You know it's bad.
You could roll a deception check against yourself, against your own passive insight.
Roll. How do you roll a Tony Little check?
I'm just gonna turn to Gunther and say, like, has he ever fixed a door before?
No, I
No,
haven't.
that's why I said he should not do
I've
it.
never fixed anything before ever.
Fall back
I'm
with
just
this
gonna yell
spear.
He's a rich man's son, right?
If they lose their animals, they lose everything.
They only lose
He's-
everything if they are
He's
dead.
not wrong.
Doors
brings
do
us-
all right.
That brings us to Paya.
I'm trying to decide if I think this thing outside the door is a really big threat, or if I want to go help my friend, try to save the animals.
Out of character, if we're going to bar that door, someone needs to go help. That's
Yep.
if we want that to happen, we need to
I
do
mean,
that.
I'm actually going to ask you guys, do you guys have this? Someone's coming in here, but you all
Go
already
help
seen.
Pig.
I'm gonna go help the boy, and I keep my dagger in hand and I sheath my my sacks, and I see if I'm assuming there's probably some sort of lantern or torch.
Yes,
In
there
the
is.
place-
There is a lantern that you spy quickly upon looking around that you could in fact light.
Something I light, I move over here, light whatever this thing is, so I can bring a little bit of light in, and
Yeah.
I plant it as I come next to Stieg.
Yeah.
And if that is all I have at this point in time, that is fine. That would be an object interaction.
Yeah,
And then movement.
You have lit the barn.
And I'm not sure. I think I need vision for that. So let me just double check if I need to see my enemy. If I need to see them, then that is one thing. If I don't need to see them, I'll try it.
Are there cracks in the, like, between the boards of the barn, by any chance?
It's pretty, like, there's a little bit of a space kind of between, like, where the two door, because it's like a double door
Right.
here.
Yeah, I mean it's like a barn door.
Yeah.
Actually, this is not sight. Strangely enough, this cantrip does not require sight. It just requires them to see me, and not necessarily even understand me.
So it requires somebody to see you?
No, it does not. They just have to hear me,
Okay.
and they don't have to understand me. So they just need to make a wisdom saving throw. As I'm like, you beggarly, flat-mouthed, foul adulterer. These goats are too good for you. As I throw another vicious mockery out at whatever this thing is on the other side.
Burn.
It just needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Give me one sec. Really quick, I'm gonna make that in just a sec. Dave, I'm gonna drop an image into our Discord chat. If you could put it in a place where everybody could see it.
Sure.
Or even if everybody just looks in Discord. This is kind of what I am. This is a 3D model of what I built this house off. So this is kind of what it looks like from the outside.
Whoa.
Which I found on the internet. I don't know who made it,
Cool.
but I found it.
Love the internet.
So it is this is a double door. This kind of the barn door is a double door, and there's a little bit of a space. I mean, it's not like a huge space, and there's a good size kind of crossbar that kind of holds everything locked and shut. You said a wisdom save. What's your DC, Paya?
My DC is 13.
Okay.
Hey,
yeah,
now,
I
is
don't
that
do
a
that.
ladder leaning up against the back of the house, like almost
Yeah.
all the way up to the
Hey,
second
listen,
floor?
you guys didn't go around that side of the house.
It's on the map too. It's great. I already noticed it. But
It is on the map. You didn't go around that side of the house.
Right. I'm
Draugr
so
can't be
glad
there.
that they're all safe upstairs.
We work with what we got.
We don't know if they can climb.
Also,
What's the
the
damage
people-
on this?
Oh, it is.
It's like
It's just a 1d. It's just a d4.
Okay.
Don't they get
So,
disadvantage on the
They
next thing
take
they do?
one.
Are these the fast
Yes,
zombies?
they do
or
get
the sham-
disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Super important that
Take
part.
1 point of
actually.
psychic damage and disadvantage.
Okay. -1. All right. I suppose you do know that there is a third one. And it is there. Okay. Yeah, that's a good viable turn. That's great. I'm not.
So I don't know how much light
being
we actually
honest.
have from the lantern, but I'm assuming most of this is lit.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, where you guys are, it is normal. I mean, it's not daylight, but it's normal light. Like you would roll perception rolls at no disadvantage. And between the light from the door and your light, pretty much all but like these far corners are
Yeah.
lit, and these would be like dim light. Like if you were to, if that was necessary to know. Vidar, number 7.
Is the Draugr that's still in the window still actively trying to attack us? Still up?
Yes.
All
Yes,
right, I'm gonna
he
take
is
another
very
shot.
very much alive.
Ooh, 24 to hit.
God, you guys are rolling good. Yeah, I mean, you totally hit him.
Can I add the Bardic to my damage die?
I think it's only D20s,
Okay, so 11 piercing.
and you already used it.
No, he
No,
didn't.
I haven't used it yet.
No,
Oh,
he
you didn't.
that last
Oh,
time.
you said, oh, a 19. That's still good. Okay, you didn't. You're right.
Yep.
So how much damage?
11 piercing damage.
11 piercing damage. Yeah, his eyes are dim, but his fury is still there.
Shit. All All right, I'm gonna knock another arrow and wait for my next turn.
Okay. The family, there's some more boards get kind of dropped from the ceiling. I mean, if you look, I actually put boards up here. There's boards up here on the map. Yeah,
Oh yeah, there are.
yeah, yeah. And the young boy Einar comes down the ladder and says, "Oh, what's out there? What's happening? I can help."
Draugr, upstairs, boy.
Keep bringing the boards and the nails.
Where can I bring them?
Bring him to the barn. We need your help out here. Keep the animals calm too.
He will grab some. He'll grab some boards, and he makes it about this far, coming down the ladder and whatnot.
Short legs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he came. You know, he came
Little
down the ladder too. Yeah.
Short legs though.
And does that Gunder?
Good old
Gunder is
Gunder.
going to use the disengage action
Okay.
to dip back away to and unsling his shield as part of its motion, and go, Vither, Astrid, deal with him, and then he will throw his weight against the front door.
Just kind of like bracing against it.
Yep.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics roll. Oh fuck
Raw
yeah.
19 plus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Better you than me.
Yeah. If there were Romans in this setting, they would not be able to break your shield wall.
One
But it was
person.
Granted-
shield wall.
Granted, the 15 pilums in your arm in your shield would have weighed it down, but you would not have broken.
I carry 3. It's fine.
That's
In the
right.
bag.
Fantastic. That's good. That was 5. Astrid.
As Gundar is taking care of the door, I am going to try to stab that guy through the window because
Nice.
apparently that's what we're doing.
You work with what you got.
right.
Sometimes you gotta
So-
stab a guy in the window.
All right, so I have it would be slashing if I make it. Let me just roll to hit. So I roll a 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Aww.
Just roll a 20, not a 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, UTV. Or what is it? The RBTT? Thanks. All right, so that is only like a 4, I think. Super sad.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stab at him, and it kind of in his flailing, he knocks your sword.
Yeah, long sword.
He knocks your sword aside, and it kind of like sinks into the like the frame of the window or whatever.
From where he's braced against the door, Gunter is just like, perhaps magic?
And anything else, Astrid?
Oh, let's see. Do I have? Does Toll the Dead work on dead?
Mm-hmm.
It does. Is it a bonus action though? That's the real
It is.
question.
That was the subtle way of the character and the player going, why aren't you telling me dead?
But next turn, Toll the Dead, great option.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't do anything other than cast guidance. Does guidance stack with bardic inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actually, that's an action too, right? And so I attack, so I
Yeah,
can't have
probably
2
not.
actions.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Right. All right. No worries. It is, however, now it's the Draugur's turn. Top of the order. This Draugr, still alive. Somehow, the will of the Black Winter, the fury of the undead, the cold of the as the wind and snow is blowing in. But Astrid, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that a 10 does not hit you.
Woohoo.
Let's see. Let's go to the front door. Gunder, you feel a shudder, a weak shudder, as something collides with the door in a very ineffectual manner, and you are nonplussed. Over at the barn door, Stieg, you're furiously attempting to hammer boards and reinforce this door, and the door shudders a bit. Ooh, and takes some damage. You don't like an actual like blade like stick through the wood, but you definitely see like the beginnings of like the part of the fibers of the wood like right in front of your face, you know, as whatever this Draugr, you would guess an axe, is bashing at this door with and that will bring us to Stieg.
All right. Yeah. Could I do any more work to try to secure this door?
Yes, sir, man. You have more boards.
Yeah,
You
I'm gonna
have
say,
more nails.
Einar, Paya, help me get these boards up. And maybe can I? Well,
Einar's
you
like,
tell me.
I'm not there yet.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm there with the intention of helping,
Yeah.
but I don't know how help actions work in combat.
I do, and I can help you. So what you could do, so what would make mechanically how this would work is, Stieg, you could either hold an action. The trigger would be when Paya helps you, and your action held would be to reinforce the door. Or, Stieg, you could hold an action to help Paya reinforce the door, which would have Paya roll. Ultimately, you can decide if Paya wants to roll or if you want to roll, and whoever would do that in that configuration would be with advantage.
Why don't you hold the door? I think I'm stronger than you.
Yeah, I think you are. So I'll hold my action to help
Give me
Paya.
the hammer,
Okay.
child.
Make the
Give me
roll.
the hammer.
I am useless with these things. Take them from me. I don't. Is that is that the hammer?
Just the poo-poo on his thumb. Yes.
It's
I
the
think
pointy end
poo-poo-
first, right? On the nail.
Well, you're not daft.
What's your intelligence, man?
Just kidding.
Yeah, you're not daft.
16. I'm just not
Oh.
very good with tools.
You don't have a lot of practical experience with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Um,
that.
Awesome. Yeah, so you hold your action to help Paya when she reinforces the door.
Yes.
Fantastic. That brings us to, fancy that, Paya.
I'm reinforcing the door, and you say I'm rolling with advantage because I got the help action.
Yes, ma'am. Advantage, strength, athletics, please.
So it'd be strengths, and there's a 19, and do I get the nat 20? I do not. So that would be a 22? No, strength, athletics. That would be 24.
Wow.
Nice.
You are stronger.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, way, that's good. Yeah, you are able to reinforce the door, which did I wrote this down. I'm just gonna do a number. I'm gonna add a number. There we go. That door is reinforced. If you'll notice, I added some numbers to it.
Yes.
I thought I wrote down what reinforced doors gained for HP, but evidently it didn't. I wrote a lot of other things down.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, you, Stieg, you are like, woman, I thought you were a midwife. But you are obviously a carpenter.
Yeah.
Have you been building houses and boats your whole life? Oh my
Just-
God,
Yeah,
this is really
I'm a-
good.
I'm a doctor.
First,
carpenter.
she just lays out some guy outside with this huge body check.
Yeah,
And then now she's like hammering up a door.
it's like it's the one hit too. It's like nail in, nail in,
Jam.
nail. You know, it's one hit, one nail, one hit. It's perfect. It's perfect
Steve's like-
blows.
He's like looking at the hammers. It's the same. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
you
that-
distinctly
is that the
distinctly
same hammer I
remember
was
hearing
using?
like a "ee-er" when you hit it. It was like "ee-er, ee-er." I don't know.
I really like Paya. I'm so proud of her.
Vidar.
There's still a zombie in the window. If that's the case, he's
There
going
is.
to fire another arrow at him.
4 silver pieces.
And he is going to use Bardic Inspiration on this one. Oh, that's going to miss. 5.
Yes, sir. Wait, that's
Total.
that's not your total though.
Oh, sorry. 12.
Um,
It'd be great if it hit.
Where? That does hit.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's going to be 8 piercing then.
All right. Please describe for us the second time you have killed this individual.
This time with the last shot, he's shaking just a little bit and he's aiming dead center of the chest. And because he's shaking so much, he kind of pulls back and pulls up and releases the arrow and it goes right through the Draugr's neck.
Nice. You take that shot. It goes through the neck, and there's a second as it continues. Sadly, it's not a change really. It continues to kind of stare, dumbly, hungrily. There's a bit of a stagger and a flicker. You almost feel there's like another breath of the wind and snow kind of makes a flurry and a cloud, and you don't really see the Draugr so much in this kind of flurry of snow, but you can see the blue light and it dims, and you hear like a double thunk as it kind of sits and falls against the side of the building.
As that happens, I will run up to the window and just look out to see if there are any more.
Give me a disadvantaged perception roll, please.
That will be a 9.
Yeah, it's hard to see much more than the kind of similar to your friends, the snow and the darkness and the wind, but you do not see any other blue lights or forms out in the night. Out this
Okay.
window, at any rate. You can definitely hear them around other parts of the house.
All right, then I'm going to step back again
Okay.
from the window. And that's the end of my turn. One.
7. The family. Einar runs up to the two of you here in the barn. He's kind of like shooing off one of the goats, who's kind of like very goat ways, like very interested in what he's doing. And he says, "Oh, here, I have some more boards. Here, take a couple. I'm gonna go bring some more to the big fella." and he drops a couple of boards kind of at your feet, and has a couple more, and runs back a bit this way. And Gunder, 5.
Oh, older than 5.
I beg to differ.
I'm gonna ask Victor, did you see any more?
None that I could see, but I heard more. They're surrounding the house.
More than the 2?
Hard to say.
Merida,
They will not.
get down.
They will not stop. And he just continues to hold the door.
Okay. Let's do another quick athletics roll there, Gunder. Continue holding the door. Okay.
I'm rolling that guidance, so let me
Okay.
give it your total. That's
Yep.
It's a total of 9.
9. All right. I'm just going to add a little number to your token there.
I do like having numbers.
Yep. Just so I remember it. Astrid.
So we've got 2 people in the barn that are trying to fix a door. We've got 1 person holding the front door, and then we don't see any other enemies. What's this thing over here?
What's this?
Yeah. Is that another door?
Ultimately, it's a window. I'm just using that token as something that if I need to track hit points on it for like if somebody attacks it, I can do that. But it is just a window. As are these two here are windows, and then the one where Gunder is a door. I
Okay,
apologize. I know that it's a little confusing.
I'm gonna run up here and see if I can look out the window to see if I can see the source of the noise that the other guys have sadly heard. So spot.
I will give you before you do that, you gather that they were probably he was probably talking about the 2 that you can definitely hear. The one at the front door and then the one at the back door. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably make it to the other window.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go upstairs and see if I can like look out to see like how many bad guys there are.
Okay. Yeah. So you can put yourself up in the upstairs, up in this area.
Okay.
You run up and climb the ladder, and you can see the family kind of huddled about, a bit scared. The Maya is kind of holding Uv a bit because he was of course wounded, and Orn is kind of sitting on this bed because he was also knocked unconscious.
Great.
The daughter Orny is kind of she's in the process of like grabbing some more wood, it looks like, from the corner and bringing it over. So you can see that kind of above you at the peak, this center bit of this room here, this is a sort of chimney, so this room doesn't just fill with smoke, but there is openings that you can get at. You could probably climb up and be able to kind of peek out, or perhaps even climb out onto the roof, should you feel so inclined.
When I'm on the second floor, what openings do I see? Like, are there windows?
There are no windows on the second
There's no
floor.
window.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
just
This is all like a
thing.
peaked roof. Yeah.
Okay, so I can climb further up and I can kind of look out.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, if you look at that image I shared, there's these kind of openings above you. There is actually there is a kind of a double door at the end of this kind of above a storeroom as well.
Okay.
I'll point that out. You wouldn't be if you wanted to say use your action to dash. You could get to that door. You wouldn't be able to open it, but you could get to that door, which would be above the barn door.
See
if you
like
wanted to
how
do that.
many enemies we have.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll dash up there
Okay.
and just get to the door on the second level.
Okay. Yeah, you can put yourself. Right there by that door.
Okay.
Um,
And
and
can I do like a listen check or next turn?
sure. Yeah, I'll allow that. Yeah. Give me a perception roll
Alright.
to listen.
Oh, it's better than the 2s. It's not listen anymore, is it? 3.5.
Perception.
Sorry, perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
All right.
Perception.
Okay. And I am not proficient, so and I don't get to add my wisdom, right? I just
You
roll
do
straight.
add your
I
wisdom.
do add my wisdom.
Yep.
Sorry. All right, so add 4 to that, so 14.
14.
Nice.
You can hear, you can hear the wind, you can hear the snow, you can hear the clatter of and the kind of groans of a draugr bashing against the door, almost right below you. But yeah,
I will stay there.
nice. With that, we will come back to the top of the order after a quick break. So those of us who need to can do the things that
Bio
we need
break.
to do. And we'll be back in 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Sounds
10
good.
10 minutes.
10 sounds
We'll
good.
be
Yeah.
back in 10 minutes. So just a little bit after 9, we'll be back and we'll find out what happens next here in the loneliest homestead in the north. Hello. Welcome back. We're back. Thank you for staying with us, if you're still with us. I know that at the beginning of the episode, we were like, oh, hey, I'm going to give away some dice. At the break, we're going to do this thing. And we, you know what? We didn't do it. And I apologize. I'm new at this. We're learning. So right now, Dave is going to say, hey. Well, that's not what I meant to do, but I was distracted. He's going to tell you what to type into the chat, and if you do so,
Yeah.
somebody
If you
will
guys-
get picked.
If you guys want to win the dice, type into the chat !dice. You can see I put in some notes in the chat already for you. So it's !dice. That is the keyword. Enter it in, and at the end of the stream, we will pick a random winner for the Azure Forged dice set. Good luck, everybody.
This one's called Jade. Jade polyhedral. Okay. Now, if you'll remember, I'm sure our party members will not forget, perhaps for the rest of their lives, being trapped inside of this farmhouse in the middle of nowhere in the north at night with a snowstorm happening, and the risen corpses of the outlaws that have attacked this farmhouse. on the outside, trying to get in, trying to give them their eternal embrace. And strangely enough, they act first in the initiative order because these Draugr have rolled very good at their initiative, and the party did not. There is going to be a contest at the front door. Ooh.
Really?
Yes, really. Also, remember that you have a 9 bracing roll.
That's why I made the face.
Oh, ignore the 5. I rolled too many damage. 6, 7 plus 2, 9. Okay. And at the back door. Wow, why is it doing twice? Or at the at the barn door. There is a rattle. The door shakes, but further damage is not done to it at this time. Stieg, what would you like to do?
That's a good question. I can't attack him. I'm gonna, seeing that the door is secure, I'm gonna go and start. 1 minute. I'm gonna go start hauling some hay bales over to barricade the door up. Like, make it so there's like at least some kind of difficult terrain behind the door.
You want to move the hay bales?
Yeah, start stacking hay bales
Okay.
to try to barricade the door further.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics roll, please. 11. Nice. Roll a d4 for me, please. 3. You're able to stack 3 hay bales in
All
front
right.
of that door. They're not like hay bales, right? You know, they're like hay bales.
Yeah, big enough to move around, I assume.
Yeah.
Since they're in this barn. Just to add some weight behind the
Yeah.
door.
Yeah. Paya.
Well, with everybody kind of stuck inside.
I know.
You injured them before, right? By
I
useless
did.
mockery.
I did.
Low death. Of very mean words.
You just slowly
To
kill
the
them,
end.
taking them down morally.
You're like Captain America. I can do this all day. Literally. It's a cantrip.
I could, and like I'm like, I have a spell slot. It does a little bit more damage, but I realized that the first one took so much to hit. It's not like I could do enough. So
You
yeah,
never
I
know.
think it's.
They might not all be the same level. You know what I mean?
But you know what? I'm gonna use a spell slot just because I have such a good insult.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Spread your wings and fly.
Do it.
So, as I'm leaning to this door and whatever is outside it,
You can feel the wretched breath of this thing. It's like, you know, trying to force its way in.
this is not
it's
so great with
smelly.
the undead, but I'm still gonna use it because it amuses me. May your nets fall apart. May you be unable to chain bears. May you lose with every bear. May you be unable to kill a bear on a Wednesday. In any hour of the day. Now quickly, make it so. And with that, I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
What spell was that?
What day of the week is it?
Dissonant Whispers.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
This is his curse.
I love
Yeah,
it.
he-
His
is-
curse is that he may not chain bears.
Yeah, he
Yep.
does not
Especially
make
on a
it.
Wednesday.
He is unable to catch
Very
fish
specific.
on Wednesdays, not bear hunting days.
He can
Not
chain
anymore.
bears
Yeah.
forever.
Bear
so
days
he
are over.
Does 3d6 psychic damage. 1, 2. Oh, come on. That's 5 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
So not cool. And if it has a reaction, it needs to move away from me as far as its speed will allow.
On its reaction?
As a reaction, it needs to run away from me.
Okay. It does so. Yeah, you utter your curse, your insult, your words of power, and this creature, like you can feel its breath, not hot because it's dead. It's a cold, stinky breath, and
It
it
cannot chain bears anymore.
and it you hear like a and it like it moves away. It moves away. Wow,
Okay.
that's fucking amazing.
Deeply hurt.
The bear curse.
Yeah. Vidar.
Vidar looks at the window to try to determine if he can fit through it. The window that he had just killed the Draugr.
This guy?
Yep. Is the
Oh,
window
yeah,
big?
hang on,
Is
hang
it
on.
big enough for him to fit through?
It is.
He is going to look up to the rafters and he says, "Iceland, spot them for me." And with that, the owl flies down, drops down from the rafters and flies through the window outside and starts to essentially spot for him. He's going to climb out of the window, and as he does, he says, "Gunder, hold that door!" And he's going to run out and start. The idea is he's going to start shooting at the ones that are at the door, or whatever
Okay.
ones are closest when he gets out there.
Gundar's gonna yell as he goes out. It will not be much longer, I can.
All right, give me just 1 second. Whoops. I gotta do. Oh no. I gotta do this.
And Iceland gives one of these as she goes out the window.
Nice. I meant to get a token for Iceland, but we won't. Well, she's flying about. It's difficult for her to fly about because of the conditions. Why don't you give me a quick? Have her make a. I don't know.
Perception check.
I was gonna say like strength, athletics, perhaps, or dex acrobatics. Just
be
like a hey,
Like
I'm
a
moving
flight
around.
check, sure. It'll be a
Yeah,
dex.
yeah.
18.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. She's able to kind of find her way about and kind of ride the winds. Yeah, and you are able to climb out that window. And you can you could say peer around the corner
Yep.
of the house if you wish. Or
Yes, that's what I wish.
Okay. Yeah, you can make out kind of the dark shape of kind of this this creature against the door. There's a little bit of light that you can see coming out of the two front windows, dim because of course nobody has lit lanterns inside this room yet. Only the low fire. But there is some dim light illuminating this creature at the door that you can see. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a shot if I can.
Yes. You can do so.
Yes, 22 to hit.
Give me just one quick sec. I want to then. Nope, that's not what I wanted to look at. Oh, come on. Oh no. There we go. Okay. All right. Yes, I was just wanted to make sure. One of the things I want to be able to do in this game is ultimately penalize folks as the rules allow for darkness, but you do not suffer attack roll negatives or AKA disadvantage for
Okay.
being in dim lit. Only disadvantage on perception checks. It's not until you are in darkness would you have disadvantage. So you roll that attack roll normally, as you did, which
22,
hits.
and for damage, nice. We're looking at 12 piercing. And I am going to use a class feature, which I haven't used yet, called Favored Foe. When I hit a target with an attack roll, they are now marked as my favored foe for 1 minute. Every time I do damage to them, which I'm assuming is in the future, the way it's written, I will do an extra D4.
Nice.
Yeah. So that is my favored foe right now.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. The family. Einar was bringing some more boards over here. He runs into the room and says, Mister, I've got some boards. Perhaps you would bar the door.
Drop them and back away.
He does so. Gunder.
So, am I stuck with that 9 for trying to bar the door, or can I say?
Oh, hey, this is a new
bar the
round,
door
man.
again?
I just wrote it down because we were taking that break.
Okay. He'll continue to brace the door then as action. So,
Okay.
break athletics.
Yes, sir.
18.
Nice. Yes. Yeah, you reset your feet and feel very good about your position. Astrid.
All right, so I'm on the second level,
Yes.
and I would like to open that door.
Okay. Yeah, it's got a just a kind of a levered bar that you can you lift out of the way.
All right, and I would like to go out into that little ledge and look and see what I see. Like, do I see
Yeah.
undead?
Give me a disadvantage perception roll, please.
So 6 would be the one. 10.
10. You can kind of make out the form of this guy here.
Okay.
Kind of, it's super difficult. You can just, it's kind of essentially just kind of this black, kind of man-like shape amongst the gray and white of the snow that is kind of like swirling into this kind of almost like chute that you're in right now.
How far away is he?
I don't know, like 15, 20 feet maybe, like laterally, you know,
And-
angly, maybe a little different, but
And have I used my action
um
to open the door and look?
no, it was a pretty uncomplicated. I think it was a pretty uncomplicated door. It was just lifting a lever. It wasn't like a lock.
Okay. Then
so-
I will toll the dead at him.
Okay, I'm into that.
So
Nice.
you hear this building noise of crows, and I reach my hand out at that dark figure and cast Toll the Dead. Let's see, which
Is that an attack roll for you or a
That's
saving throw
save.
for me?
is a wisdom save.
Okay.
It's instant, 60 feet. If he has been injured, and I believe he has,
Oh yeah.
then it is 1 die 12 necrotic.
Yes. Why don't you go ahead and roll that, because I most certainly have rolled really shitty for his save.
5.
5. It's all right. That's more.
0.
It's more damage.
On in.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. It's great. He takes damage. It sounds cool. And crow and raven like. Paya, is there any other considerations that this undead gentleman has to make, like on his turn now, or that was only his reaction where he had to move away?
I think it's just his reaction.
Okay.
We read the whole thing and not just the card, just to double check. That's just his reaction.
Okay. He kind of stands up a little straighter after receiving the damage that he has received. Turns and charges. Oh, I tried to do that with that. That didn't work. Charges the door with a shoulder rush. Oh, these doors have such good armor class. And there's a weak shudder as he like tripped in the snow and fell against the door and didn't really do anything.
Foiled again by
It's,
doors.
doors and snow.
A lethal
Cursed
combination.
Undead legs. This guy here at the front door will, flail about weakly against the door. Steeg. Hello.
I'm gonna yell, Paya, I can't do anything against them if I can't see them. And I'm gonna try to go upstairs or outside. And I'm just gonna run through here. How far can I get through this room?
So if you wanted to say, if you wanted to dash, you could find yourself, say, at the window with the dead Draugr, or you could find yourself on the second floor, or perhaps at the door back here to the woodshed.
I'm gonna bolt, dash, and try to get to this window.
Okay. Yeah, you were like halfway across the
Yeah,
barn part first.
I was about right here.
Yeah, you can kind of work your way out the window and just kind of step down with the last of your movement behind Vither.
Okay. But that was my action, right? The dash.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Right. That gives us Paya
Well,
alone with the animals and this guy.
In a strong door.
In a strong
in
door.
a strong door.
Stout door. Thanks to your administrations, you have.
I'm just gonna cantrip again. Now, puny, pulse-filled, tilted carrion.
He's like, yeah. I mean, that's right. I'm a Draugr.
Yeah, you kind of are. So, vicious mockery, and let's see, makes his wisdom saving throw. I don't think he's all that horribly smart.
No,
No,
he
he's
does
not.
not. Yeah. Please roll your
No.
damage. Oh.
Here we
fuck,
go.
Hey, there you go.
4 more psychic damage. And disadvantage on his next attack.
Yes. I can count. Okay, there we go. Where am I? Vither.
Yes. Vidar will take another shot, but before he does, Iceland is going to fly down and use the help action to distract and hopefully provide a little bit of an advantage in this next shot that he takes. This is going to be key.
Nice. Please do so.
All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Okay.
Time for-
24 to hit.
Yeah, yeah. With a hearty hoo 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 hoo.
And it's going
Wait,
to
that's a
be...
different kind of owl.
So that's 8, and then there's an extra d4.
I don't know what
9 piercing.
I don't know what snowy owls sound like.
Here, I'll tell you what they sound like.
You know-
Nine total piercing on that
All right,
one.
my friend.
Chickens here really sound like the owls and the hawks. They're all the same sound.
Well,
This,
maybe next
it's a
week we'll
little
have
known- it's a li-
Works.
maybe next
it's a
week we'll have
little known
chickens.
fact. Little known fact about Svilland, when the gods made Svilland, they ran out of time when they got to birds. Just gave them all the same voice.
Odin is wise.
Yeah, well, he's something.
That's my turn.
That's wonderful. I love it. Let's see. Einar is gonna light another lantern.
Good kid.
There's some light in this room. And some more boards get shoved down onto the floor. Like, here's some more boards.
Family's just
Keep us away from the zombies. And Astrid, that brings us to you.
All right. I'm going to look and see if I can see that guy again. I'm kind of above him, but I would have probably seen him come back at the house.
Yeah, and you
after
felt
I-
the weak shudders of his
Right.
attempt.
Yeah,
you can kind of.
I can
look
look
out
down and
over.
like see
Yeah.
him. All right. So then I am going to again cast Toll the Dead at him.
Okay.
So wisdom saving throw. He's been damaged, so that's
Oh yeah, that's not
that's a
good for me.
12 again. Do you want me to roll?
D12. 5.
God, that's beautiful. That's a great cantrip.
Toll the Dead. It's hands down my favorite cantrip, and I categorically hate cantrips that cause you to roll saving throws. I hate them so much.
All or nothing, baby. All or nothing.
But I do like Toll the Dead. It's just so cool and atmospheric, you know?
Yeah.
Anything else, Astrid?
I will do a quick scan to see if I see anything else attacking us from the darkness.
Okay.
Anything moving out there.
Please, another disadvantage perception roll.
Oof.
Yeah.
All right, so that 3 then.
Yeah, the snow and the wind is just
7.
too much, and it's you know, your eyelashes are kind of getting that like coating of snow and ice. You know, they almost stick together. Yeah, it's hard to make much out here.
Dark out there.
Yeah. Top of the order, the Draugr. This guy, like, he's gonna stand up and weakly attempt to bash in the barn door again. Wow. Yeah, weakly. And the guy at the front door. I don't know why I rolled twice. But he is also ineffectual, as it all can be. Steeg.
All right, I'm just gonna like pop right around Vithar and shoot a firebolt at this guy.
Kill it with fire.
Now we're talking.
Okay. It is. Okay. You can roll normal. It is a normal attack roll.
Okay. Oh wait, let me just make sure I know what I need to. Okay. So 15 plus 5, it's 20.
Hell yeah. All day.
And that's 1d10. 8 fire damage.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Ooh.
And then with the rest of my movement, I'm gonna bloop, hop back around the corner.
Okay. And he is on fire. We've definitely stated that.
Well, it says
Fireball lights motherfuckers on fire.
Mhm.
a flammable object hit by this spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried.
Oh.
So
That's fair. I
Yeah.
think
I
that's
don't know.
lame. I think it's way cooler if shit just lights on fire.
right.
And potentially very traumatic for this family if this place burns down.
Well, and we're in the middle. How many hours are we away from everything
Anyone
else?
else?
I'm so sorry, milady. We saved the livestock, but we lost the house.
We lost the house.
With you in it.
You're gonna have to.
We're
live in
having
the
barbecue for dinner.
sheep. Luckily, you're in a snowstorm, so it's not like it's gonna stay on fire for very long. But there is a little bit of his dead stuff catches on fire with magical fire.
I have a little bit of ability to put out fires. So
You do.
We're
you
fine.
do.
We're fine. Don't worry about it.
Member of the fire brigade.
mhm.
Is the only member of the fire brigade.
Until I get a long rest,
Fun.
that's all. That's all I can do.
So I can only put out fires now. I can't light them anymore.
You can throw
I
firebolts
can
and put
light
out
fires and I can put them out.
That's
That's
still pretty
right.
good.
Hiya.
Yell it at this door one more time. What? You're hitting the door like a jarring, weather-bitten drunkard. In another vicious mockery.
You've never met
I
my
look
uncle.
at the back door.
Paya's just throwing insults at this guy.
Are
He's
murdering
like
the
crying. and
Hurling
he's trying to
insult.
get in.
Yeah. This guy's just losing. How much damage?
Withering torrent of mockery.
Another 2, but again, disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yep. Gunder. Wait. Vidar.
Yes. He will pop around and take another shot,
Kaka.
with Iceland causing some commotion to give him some advantage.
Advantage.
Oh, thank you,
Hey.
Iceland.
Yeah.
20 to hit.
First level
yeah,
character, and you have
Nice.
+7. God damn. Yes.
Oh, plus for 9 piercing.
Oh, you guys that rolled well.
Shouldn't it be plus your damage modifier, not just 9?
Oh, yeah. Plus an additional 5 on top of that. Thank you.
14 total.
That makes a difference.
I'm here to make sure you murder more effectively.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. Yeah. That was. Yeah. It staggers to the side.
He is adept with his bow.
Yeah, he really is. Some more boards drop. And you smell the sweet smells of bacon? Like, you hear a
The
voice.
other white meat.
Oh,
Hey.
God.
Are you guys hungry? As Einar is evidently making bacon.
Oh,
What?
that's so much better than what I was
He's-
thinking. Like,
He's
It's
being
almost time
useful.
for breakfast.
It's
It's
almost
like
time
these
for
guys,
breakfast.
these guys are working hard. They're gonna want
Yeah.
a nice breakfast.
Yeah.
It makes total sense.
I thought you were talking about the barbecue outside.
Oh no, yeah,
The burning
um,
bee
no.
outside.
The burning man. Gunder.
Tastes like-
Hooters just pauses for a moment, looks over his shoulder at the boy cooking bacon in the middle of the siege by zombies, and goes, "Maybe later," and then goes back to bracing the door.
All right, please give me another athletics roll.
We 10.
All right. Astrid.
I see him, and like lean over and do another ranged attack with Toll the Dead.
I will say that situations like this are perfect for a spell like Toll the Dead because you do not give the enemy advantage if you are attacking him with this spell like this in dim light.
It just sounds like there's just ravens like circling, like
Yeah.
bursting out of trees and then going back and bursting out of another branch of trees.
What's your what's your spell save DC?
It is 14.
14. He saves this time. He is girded by the power of the Black Winter and the fact that he is very dead. And strangely, the carrying.
Maybe the ravens smelled the bacon as well, and they were just distracted.
the magical ravens I summoned with my spell are distracted by common bacon. It's good bacon. There's good bacon here in the north. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. It's the top of the order. I want to throw this out there as an option. We can continue the long slog that this may cause, which could involve some dramatic loss of life. We could boil it down to a little bit more of a narrative, perhaps with a roll or two to describe how the rest of this night goes. And I leave that up to you all. Just as an option, if fighting two undead folk who seem to have a lot of
Hit points.
ability to withstand damage, we could continue to do this. We could discuss strategic tactics and make a couple of quick rolls and kind of narrate the rest of it.
I'll defer to the group or the DM to make that
I
decision.
mean, we're basically at a point right now where if the zombies aren't going to get distracted by the people around the corner shooting them or the people upstairs, they're just going to get sniped to death unless something else is anticipated to happen. And if we anticipate something else happening, we play it out. But if it's going to continue to be distracted, the worst that happens up front is it gets through the door and then it's on, Gunder's shield and it keeps getting sniped. So, I'm perfectly okay at this point, just taking it down to a quick narrative, unless something else dynamic is planned to happen.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
just insult it. And... Just go to
Otherwise,
insult
this
to
could-
death.
Otherwise, I'm gonna be honest. This could take a while.
Okay.
These guys are pretty beefy.
Uh,
I'd say.
oh yeah, oh yeah, they're beefy. They're beefy. Why don't we've been doing this for a little while, but let us of course state the sorts of things that you will continue to do, the tactics that you will continue to take or shift to or whatever, to either outright attempt to defeat these guys or wait out the night or whatever kind of path you wish to take. Does that make sense? Was that
Gunder's gonna hold the door unless something else were to happen, so that's him bracing.
Yeah, I mean,
Aya's gonna insult this zombie that's outside that she is absolutely not frightened of.
okay?
Help her take pot shots at him from the second floor.
yeah, and I was planning on just continuing to try to blast this thing from around the corner.
Okay.
Kind of staying close to Vitar.
Okay.
And I
You're
will
gonna
continue
keep
to
the same
fling
tactic?
arrows. Yep.
Okay. So let's consider your success. I'm not saying that you succeed, but let's consider your success with this guy outside the door. What would be your plan after that? You take care of this guy outside the door. Should that happen, what would be your next? What would be Stieg and Vidar's next move?
My next move would suggest we go and try to creep around and attack this other guy on the far side.
Okay.
From the
Try
outside.
to keep range.
Yeah, try to keep away from him, but kind of like flank around, so we're attacking him from one side and Paya's doing her
Thing on the other side of the
Yeah.
door. Now, should either of these two fellers find their way inside, should the front door be breached, how do you deal with that?
I would probably defer to Vitar at that point. But I would assume that we should probably back up, maybe flank that guy if he goes in and he's like attacking Gunder.
Yeah, Vidar would just continue to have an angle where he could take shots. So if he broke through the door and Gunter was holding him back with his shield and maybe jabbing him, with a knife or something, Vidar would be on the other side just shooting arrows as fast as he
Unless
could.
Gunder goes down, he's not getting through the doorway.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how your athletics rolls keep going.
Right.
Well, at that point, do you want to just play it out?
And then Paya, should this guy get in through your very well fortified door, albeit at a disadvantage because that's how this is going to roll, if he were to do that, but if he were to say get through that door, what would be your, say, plan of action
Well, I'd probably start trying to hit him with my sacks and hope that the goats stab him too.
Get some backup from the
We're
goats.
arming the goats.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Well,
they have horns.
They have horns, yeah.
The goats
you-
will just start ramming too. I'll just stick the goats on him. I don't know if I actually could, but I mean that would be my plan. Maybe like throw in some chickens as well. I mean, I've seen how the birds have been offering aid elsewhere. I'm smarter than this thing, so I'm pretty sure the goats will distract it, so I will get
Right.
more advantage.
Waiting for that chicken noise.
nice. All right. So why don't we do this? Why don't we?
There it is.
Uh,
I'm here for you.
Why don't one of you give me a D20 roll, and that will sort of encompass the strength of your efforts over time.
Who's feeling lucky?
And I have some math in my head, but
I will hit it if nobody else will.
Do it.
all right,
Go for
Okay.
it.
do it.
Yeah.
I'll take the 18.
There it is.
Yeah.
Mm,
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So, Vidar, you and Stieg are able to kind of fight this Draugr off. With that last actual round of combat, it decided to shift focus after taking a good amount of damage from your arrows, and comes after you. And before he goes down, he does 6 points of damage to you, Vidar, before the two of you are able to slay him.
Chad, is it possible? Because I was gonna have, if you walked away from the door, Gundr was gonna come out. Can Gundr come out and take that damage instead? You can say no. That's fine.
Do you have an ability that lets you do it?
No, I'm a first level paladin. I don't have
Sure,
shit
sure.
for abilities.
I don't know, man. I hardly know what I'm doing, let alone what other people are doing. Give me a.
He's still up. He's
Yeah,
still
give me like a athletics roll to like dodge into there or something.
That's a
I'll
fail.
allow an
Nope.
I'll allow an attempt since we
That's a
are being
no.
narrative about it.
The
Yeah,
door
what?
jams. We're done.
Yeah. Yeah, there's yeah.
What kind of damage do I take?
This guy has I think a hand axe. He
So
had
it's just slashing damage. Got it.
slashed down. Yeah.
He kind of staggers back with blood spilling out onto the white snow, holding his stomach.
Yeah, you guys kill this guy, and then you're able to kind of pick off this other guy. It takes some time. None of these guys obviously want to go down, and you sink a number of arrows and fire bolts and choice curse words, and the ravens cry death upon this man, formerly man, Draugr, this undead guy. And yeah, you find yourselves in a snowstorm. The smell of bacon, wafting,
I love it.
wafting,
Very nice breakfast.
wafting, yeah. And as the light, the blue kind of evil light fades, and I think as the last one, this this one on the end by the barn, as his as he falls to your arrows and magic. As his light goes out, it almost kind of separates itself from its body. Like it kind of comes out of his eyes and kind of shoots off. The light does into the kind of into the night and into the storm. Yeah, and you have defeated, fended off, braced doors, even. Some better than others, as it happens. Steeg, not so good at bracing doors.
It's okay, Steve.
No, definitely
And
not.
You're good at other stuff, buddy.
Yeah.
And defeated these foul creatures.
Yay! We did it.
Woo!
Heck
Now,
yeah.
In the wake of that, you have there is bacon cooked. There is, of course, a warm farmhouse. It is still night. It's feasibly like the equivalent of probably like maybe 3 in the morning. Sadly, your long rest was interrupted, and you will need to, of course, long rest to get the benefits of long rest. But yeah, here you are. You have survived. You have, in fact, gained what some would say is a second level, perhaps.
Yes.
What do I do with those?
Heyo.
Such a big
You're-
difference when you're.
it's a huge difference.
Yes.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Level 2.
Um,
Level 2. Level
and,
2.
Yeah, we will return next week as morning comes to this, the loneliest farmstead in the north. But really quick, before I fucking wander off and say, hey, thanks and bye-bye.
I gotcha.
We have a goddamn contest.
Yep.
Somebody's
guys.
gonna win some dice. I'm gonna
Folks.
send
Goodness.
somebody some dice.
Anybody who's on the chat that hasn't entered yet, please go ahead and enter real quick. It's !dice to get in on the drawing for the Azure Forged dice set. We're gonna go ahead and do that in just a minute. Chad, real quick while that's going on, do you want us to roll hit point dice, or how do you want us to do hit points for level 2?
Please, roll them.
Maybe we should do that before we.
Roll them bones. Yeah, let's see. While someone is rolling, they're for dice. Please, you roll for hit points.
Don't remember what dice I use. Is it like a? Is it a
Eight-sided.
I believe it is a D8 for you as a cleric.
Cleric's got
Or-
8. Bard's got
or
8.
Calliope.
Ranger's got 10. Wizard's
luck.
got 6.
That was
Wizard
not
got
good.
Hey, baby.
Ooh, that's
Nice.
great.
Yeah,
Nice
It's like
job.
the best roll I've done all night.
Nice.
And then add your Constitution
Oh,
modifier
Gunder.
to that.
This is why I take the average.
9.
So wait, do we roll or take the average, or do we roll? Or
Apparently we
admit
have to
before
roll.
we
Oh no
do the
no!
average?
Please, I implore you to roll.
If we
Already
roll a
did.
1,
My-
can we
my hit
re-roll a
points-
1? Is that
Roll a
legitimate?
2, so that's
I
the.
think that's legit. Pure
My hit
pressure.
points
Yeah.
doubled. You guys.
Did that work?
Mine really
Nice.
haven't moved because I rolled
That's
a 1.
great.
So
Yes, please. If you rolled a 1 on your hit points, please. The power of my natural 20 compels you to re-roll.
6, come on.
Don't
I'll
forget
take
to add
6.
Don't forget to add your Constitution modifier to that
Sick.
number of hit dice.
6.
Nice.
Nice.
Great job.
What'd you get,
Steve.
Paya?
I got another 2, so that adds 4. So
So
Rolls
it's
4,
the
I've got
roll
up
plus
to
your con
14.
modifier, right?
Correct.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Let me interrupt.
Nice.
I just
Ooh
doubled my hit
boy.
points.
Ooh boy. Ooh boy. All right. Who is everybody done?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oof. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
let's do this. Let's find out who won these dice. I kind of have a feeling I know who's gonna get it, but we'll see what happens.
Was there like one person? That
Yep.
Hey, that's okay.
That's all right.
Budagar. Budagar, our
Yay.
number one
Woo!
chatter tonight, has won the Azure Forge dice. I am going to send you a message, and we'll get your address, and Chad will get those sent out to you in just the next couple of days. So look, keep your eye out for a message from me, Dave. Nice job.
So if you're
everybody.
watching right now, again, hey, thank you. If you're watching live, thank you even more. If you're Budagar, congratulations. If you're watching not live and you're watching in the future, thank you even more because that means you're like, oh, I really want to watch this. I don't know. Thank you for watching. If you feel so inclined, you could follow us on here on the Twitch. If you feel even more inclined and want to subscribe, thank you. It helps us be able to do the things that we do and give away more dice and put on more cool content. It might teach me how to be coherent. I don't know. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe, whatever, and get notifications when we go live or when we have new videos. If you're on Twitter, we're at Guild Superior. I'm at Real CMG. I am the North Shore DM. Our people are our people. I love you all. Thank you so much again. My players, you were wonderful today. You survived this lonely farmstead here in the north. Again, we'll see you next week. Tune in Wednesday, Thursday, and next Saturday. Not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday, the 10th, for shenanigans, for fun, for capers, for death in space. See ya.